Welcome back to the Citizen Channel. Hope you're all staying safe and well. And one of our regular features where we have a look at the match day programme watch. This is the away version where we rate them out of 10, of course. And yet again, yes, for the second time this season, because we've done the League one already. So we're going to have a look at the FA Cup one now on the 20th of March 2022. Of course, a good result for City, but certainly better than the league match. How does the programme stack up? Well, it doesn't bode well, really, does it? At the moment, if you look at the table before this issue, Southampton are actually next to bottom with the league programme, just 6 out of 10. Only Peterborough sit below them. So. Is this going to do any better? Well, we'll have to have a look, won't we? It's £3.50 for 68 pages, exactly the same as it was for the league game, which isn't a lot. Most of these things are now 84 pages, so that's a little bit disappointing. And I flick through, I look back at my review of the league programme itself, and very similar thoughts. A bit light, a bit hodgepodge in layout as well, different styles throughout it, and a little light on wordage. I don't know if that's a real word. Sounds good though, doesn't it? Wordage. I like that one. It probably is a real word. I've not just made it up. I've not just created it. So, so it doesn't look overly exciting at this stage. But anything, surely they can do better than that. If you remember rightly, in the actual league programme, when the little article on City had Brentford's ground as our image of our stadium. But so it's got to be better than that. Surely they wouldn't have made that mistake again, would they? Hopefully not. Yep, so let's have a look through the programme. Ralph Hasenhüttl does his usual manager speak. I say it is a little bit monotonous, these programmes. I won't mind having a bit of insight from the manager about something in particular. Yeah, of course, he can comment on the game and the fact, it's the FA Cup, we want to win it, and now it's great to have a quality team like City and all this sort of rubbish that you get from these managers. Let's have something a little bit different. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? But the interview with Jack Stevens, is quite good because he does have a general love for football. He loves stats. Apparently his dad and his granddad sort of led him to this, and he loves the FA Cup. And he said he watches the draw with excitement. Oh, I won't say that, but not just for Southampton, but just to see what small clubs get big clubs, stuff like that. So he's really, really into his football history in general, Jack Stevens. So not just as a job, he lives and breathes football. He really enjoys it. It's like a Stato, I think, in the squad. There's a bit on Saints women. A nice piece on the academy, actually, where they've got under 16 Joe Andrews at school and then gets bussed about an hour away to the academy. And he takes us through a typical day at the academy. So that was a really good, interesting piece. That was a good piece to read. The rest is history, is what it says in the title. It looks back at things back in history in relation to City and Southampton, of course. That reminds me, echoes my History Boys feature, of course, and covers our previous 3 games in the FA Cup. If you don't watch my History Boys feature on the Southampton FA Cup, please seek that out. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description, but if you go onto my YouTube site, you should find that. If you just type in Southampton History Boys or something like that, you'll find it. Wants to know at this address looks at a player who's played for both teams, and this time they play, interestingly, because it's not just about his time at Southampton. He looks at Ivan Golak. He managed 2 games for us on loan, but a nice little piece actually on his career and how he joined and where he's from. So a nice little what's the word? Biography, if you like, on him. That was very good. I enjoyed that. Ivan Golak, as I say, did play twice for Manchester City. 20 years of St Mary's looks back on a 4-2 victory as recent as the 1st of May 2016. If I remember rightly, we had a Champions League game coming up, so we did a so-called weaker team, but obviously we're all first-team players, but obviously Southampton do say it was still a quality side that they beat, which is absolutely fair enough. Junior Saints with the word search, spot the difference, etc. Quiz questions, stuff like that. A nice pick of Willie Caballero. He looks okay in pink. He looks fine. I mean, Edison looks great in pink. Stefan doesn't look too bad. And Willie Caballero in their version is a bit of a dirty pink, a bit of a horrible pink, but he looks okay. City's bit comes towards the end, and it's literally just 4 pages. Quite sad, really. including 2 on some previous managers, which is okay. Looking back at some of the, Kevin Keegan, Joe Mercer, that sort of thing. But obviously the other 2 pages, there's no pen picks on each player or anything like that. That's a little bit disappointing. As an away fan, obviously if you are interested in football, it's the sort of thing you would sort of look through and look at the players and stuff, especially younger fans and stuff like that. I hope would be interested in stuff like that. And the final word, yeah, as I say, we get not exactly packed with stuff, this one. The final word is Franny, of course, and they're talking Francis Benali, I think it is. I've just done a little bit of research to find out who Franny was. A Saints legend, of course, who has his sort of hopes for the FA Cup and hopefully a further run to a semi-final, which obviously didn't happen. And his hopes, obviously, Southampton's rest of season, just talking about that. So there you go. That's it, guys. Not dissimilar to the league programme. There are some nice articles. It took me about, 10, 15 minutes to read through everything I wanted to read through, which isn't fantastic, of course. But I did like the academy piece with this typical day. I like stuff like that. Ivan Golak was interesting. And the history stuff, of course, the history stuff of City Southampton, said the stuff in that thing about the 3 games that obviously I wasn't aware of, obviously from the Southampton point of view. So that was a good thing as well. But the City thing is a little bit weak. So we didn't get pen pictures, but at least, yes, they did get it right. At least they did get the picture of the Etihad in this one. They didn't put Brentford Community Stadium in it, so that was a nice correction. And of course, quite unusual but interesting. Very very brief piece on the managers. Probably got to say a couple of 100 words on each manager, or something like that, on 6 or 7 managers. So, unfortunately, guys, I can't really raise Southampton. I will put it higher than the other one because they got the picture right, and that's the only reason I will do that. And a couple of the articles are fine. But I'm only going to give this a 6 out of 10 as well. So it will join the Southampton League One. Unfortunately, that's next to bottom, and this will now go 3rd bottom. So I'm sorry, Southampton. Not the greatest, but it's okay. It is what it is. It's as I say, just not a lot of content, but it's fine. As I said, the kids' quiz for the Southampton fans is okay. So you get 4, 5, 6 pages. So that's probably the highlight. At least they make the effort for the kids and stuff like that. But yeah, sadly, it's certainly not going to worry the top, is it? Who still remains Watford with 8 out of 10. I judge slightly better than Newcastle's with 8 out of 10. So as games fast run out, perhaps Watford are going to stay on top of the league. They're nowhere near that in the league, are they? I think it looks as though they could well be on the way out, but you never know. You could find 3 teams worse than them, so it might not be too bad. Watford still lead it. And please let me know if you got this and you had a read through and you thought it was a little bit better than I thought it was. Please let me know. But we look forward to the next one. I think the next one we will be doing, if I can get hold of I won't be able to go, so I've got to try and get the programme from another source. I can't go because I can't get a ticket on that at the moment. Anyway, it's Burnley away will be the next one we look at, guys. So please join me for that. I only ask one thing, don't I, guys? Till we meet again, I only ask you all, please, stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.